You know what's weird?
What?
Pokemon Legends Arceus or whatever. How do you pronounce that?
I said Arceus my entire life. And
I
then now
and
all of a
I
sudden,
said Arceus because I heard that once, and I don't know if it's true.
I don't know.
No one can seem to come to a consensus
That's
these
why
days.
you should have made it a K.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, it is a rather weird anomaly, that game. People seem to think it's fun. Some people think it's fun. Some people think it's just a checklist.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen some people hate it, but I've seen some people love it and think it's a good progression for the series. Like,
Yeah, just watching it seems like, well, I for a lot of people, myself included, the main fun factor of Pokemon is running around trying to catch everything. And that's what that game has. But it doesn't have much else. It's just like you create a big plane in Blender, and then you use like the sculpt tool on it to
yeah,
make a terrain.
I know
That's what that game is.
I know the game looks like it was made in Blender in 3 days. It's horrible.
There's nothing in that world.
I know.
It's just crazy.
However, I mean,
And they're just Pokemon walking around. Like there's nothing for these Pokemon to engage with.
yeah.
They just wander.
Ugh. Yeah, it's
It's such a bare minimum thing.
It feels like a tech demo for the next real Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Like,
It might just be that.
maybe this was a test to see if people were willing to just ditch the old Pokemon style.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Pokemon Sword and Shield is so hated because it's just nightmarishly drab and plain and just like it's exactly what you've been playing since forever.
And like Pokemon was insanely easy, and it was designed for the youngest of children. Then they've been making it easier, which means
the kids are getting dumber.
like I can handle an easy game, but I can't handle like Sun and Moon easy, or X and Y easy. Like that's just too much.
Yeah. Maybe that's what the game is. It's a tech demo for a potential future game. Apparently this game's a lot harder too. Arceus or whatever.
Yeah.
But
sure as hell seems dull, like just looking at the campaign.
Yeah, I've seen some people just call the game, it's just an open world checklist. There's nothing different here.
But like because they got this big open world and the whole game is designed around that, they don't have any dungeons either.
Ew.
Like there are caves, but they're just straight lines.
Ugh.
So it's pretty tech demo-y, like you
Why
said.
does it feel like if you have open world you can't have dungeons? Why does it feel like that? You ever notice that?
It takes up a lot of development time to do this stuff.
Maybe we shouldn't have open world if we could have dungeons.
Yeah,
like
it seems like
SMT5
a pretty risky sacrifice.
SMT5 has a quote unquote open world structure, and there's only like 4 dungeons in that game, and they're all very, very simple.
Mm-hmm.
They're very, very straight. They're like, I mean, there's corners to turn around. Like there's you know what I mean? Like it's a maze. It is a maze, right? But it's the easiest. It's like the last dungeon in SMT5 is like easier than the first dungeon in Nocturne.
Ooh.
The hospital.
Yeah, that's pretty lame.
Like and reviewers still complained.
Yeah.
They were still complaining that this is a drag. I get to the dungeon and I don't want to do it.
Oh,
like
that hurts.
That's what they do. They were saying they got to the dungeon. The game grinds to a halt at the dungeon.
I think anybody.
So I think SMT6. I think they're gone. I think SMT6 will be fully 100% one big open world, and there won't be a single dungeon. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be Pokemon by the end of it.
Know.
But that's my feeling on it. But I still love SMT5. I still think it's better than 4. That being said, like, it's frightening that it looks as good as it does on the Switch, and Pokemon looks so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, SMT5 and Pokemon Legends, recently they're often compared to each other for good reason. They're both kind of like a monster collecting game.
Yeah.
And people are like looking at SMT5 and saying how good it looks and being like, "Oh my god." Like, I think SMT5 looks awful. And people think that looks better than Pokemon, which is the scariest thing. It's like,
well, I mean, Pokemon. I mean, this is Pokemon we're talking about.
This looks like a a N64 game. What the heck's going on? Like SMT5 looks like a PS3 game. Like it's got the nastiness. It's got the post processing trying to make up for bad geometry that you used to see a lot on PS3. And Pokemon looks like a mobile game stealing assets from the N64. Like that's what it is. Oh.
Yeah.
So for what it's worth, SMT5 does look better than that, but I still don't like the look of SMT5. Like SMT5 has problems with the geometry that I accidentally do in Blender. Like it's like it has that.
Oh no.
Oh, I think you're dead, Zoe.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know how this goo works.
When you're creating, I don't know if you've ever done this, but have you ever had to create random garbage in Blender, like just like a broken structure, like a broken building or a destroyed piece of metal? Have you ever had to do that? Like something that was destroyed?
Not really, no.
Well, I've done this a few times, and
I haven't willingly done that.
I've done this for a few different pieces of still art, I guess you could say. I don't know, but and what I found myself doing was making the object, right, using a randomizer tool.
Yeah.
To randomize some of the verts, and then I would subdivide and then go in and then delete certain faces. So I would randomly mouse over random verts to delete certain faces, and then I would use the smooth tool a little bit, so it looks like an object that had holes blown through it. Right?
Oh yeah.
And the buildings, there's some buildings in SMT5 that they've done that, and I can tell by looking at it. They haven't actually built it. What is going on?
I have no idea what this stuff is.
We're gonna suffocate.
Yeah.
We're stuck.
Oh.
Anyway, that's interesting.
Yeah.
See how this game is retarded?
It's so confusing.
The first one's very straightforward.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, so what happens is when you do this in Blender really fast, you end up with an object that has floating faces. Does that make sense? Like there's an object and there's a polygon outside the object.
Yeah.
This is floating there.
I see.
Because you moused over random verts and deleted them. Okay, there's buildings like concrete structures in SMT5 that have floating polygons.
Oh.
Just there, because they just I don't know, just mouse over it and click random verts and click delete, and that's what they did.
That's
so.
funny.
Maybe I'll find a screenshot at some point and show you, because it's that bad that there's just polygons floating around where it's just sprue. There's sprue left over on some of the models in SMT5. Honest to God. And also the roads, I found out that you walk on, the roads are they all share one big UV map. So a few times the texture that they were using for the UV map of the road was the wrong aspect ratio, and they didn't bother to squish it to fit the road map.
Yeah.
So there's a few times where you can see a manhole cover, a texture for a manhole cover that's stretched to an oblong.
Oh.
Is there an oblong manhole cover in the world somewhere? Am I dreaming? Or is that real in Japan? Does Japan have oblong manhole covers like egg-shaped? Is that a thing in Japan? I don't think so.
I doubt it.
But if you look at the ground when you're walking around SMT5, you can find oblong manhole covers because of the texture, right?
Oh, shit.
Just the manhole cover was part of the texture for the road. They should have modeled a manhole, but they didn't, so it's a texture, and the texture is applied wrong. So it's stretched. So you're looking at, oh, cool, look at this weird long manhole. Okay.
Oh, that was freaky.
Yeah. So just visually, SMT5 is pretty lazy. But the combat is the best. I think it's the best in the series, maybe. And the demons are all represented very well.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah, that's what I've seen. I like the character models.
Yeah, the character models. It's obvious that DOI. I think they have DOI for the art in that game. it's obvious that it's a response to people not liking the way things look in SMT4, because it's obvious he's trying to make it look like Nocturne. Like, the main character is obviously Demi-Fiend too, right? He's just a glowing weird guy that people love with Nocturne, so it's obvious that that's what that's supposed to be.
Oh, yeah.
You think about it. He glows blue, and he's just like, who is this guy, right? Mystery Glow Man. Yeah.
Damn it. You know what hurts?
Hmm.
When you like you finish a topic and there's nowhere to go and you just like have a few seconds of silence.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it.
How long has this been going?
Hold on. 37 minutes?
Okay.
I just want to get past this. I've gotten past every other level but this one. Can't do it on any difficulty, it seems. I wonder, do you think these games were made in assembly or C or basic?
Basic.
Like basic, the programming language.
Yeah. I keep looking online, and I keep seeing basic discs for this system.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what Peter Lipa did.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I keep seeing it's volatile. Well, no, I mean, maybe if Peter Lipa, like, he probably made this on completely different computer, obviously. Hopefully it wasn't volatile and he didn't have to like keep saving everything to a new disk.
Yeah.
This one doesn't have hard storage.
I don't think these games were made on different computers. I think
this game is for PC Junior and IBM clone.
Oh.
So if you're playing any old IBM will run this, but this is in the country we're in. Tandy made the like official Radio Shack brand of IBM clone.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
Tandy, I think, is IBM clone, but I don't know exactly. But that's why it runs this.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, European PCs
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, with European PCs, they're usually not cross-compatible. They don't have any standard of any kind. But like MSX was kind of its own standard. There were a bunch of different types of MSXs.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I'm not sure.
Oh my god, that Final Fantasy port for the MSX. Remember looking at that?
Yeah.
The slideshow. Remember how it's just like,
yeah,
you walk a frame and you need to wait.
Uh-huh.
That's got to be the worst port of anything I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy.
It's almost impossible to play.
Because like the JRPGs that have to like process some random stuff like every frame because they're random encounters.
Yeah.
I imagine like on a PC that'd be pretty consuming.
It sounds good though. The MSX version of Final Fantasy sounds the best.
Oh yeah.
This is how the MSX is, I guess.
I guess so. There's some games that just worked, like Castlevania though, and
Metal Gear.
And Metal Gear, yeah.
Yeah. The MSX version of Metal Gear 1 and 2 are like great, but MSX Metal Gear 2, I don't know what version of MSX that's on because it looks really good.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not up on like what what MSX versions there are of like, not games, I mean MSX like hardware versions. So
where is the exit here? Oh, I bet the exit is right here. Yeah, it is. Oh man, what do I do?
MSX, Amstrad, ZX Spectrum, PC98 engine.
Yeah.
Freaking what FM something.
FM Towns.
FM Towns.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I love the FM Towns design. Have you seen that?
The name. I love the name.
Yeah,
Towns.
I know,
This is
it's
amazing.
weird. Yeah,
FM Towns.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and of
Oh, shit.
Of course we have Tandy, PC Junior, IBM, Coco, which is Color Computer,
Oh.
a different brand. But I think that's an IBM too. Yeah, in America, it's just kind of like 5 different IBM clones, and like Apple,
Oh, yeah.
and there's another one in there, Commodore. Yeah. Shit sure has changed.
Oh, yeah.
Now we just have Steam.
Yeah, it's just Steam.
Is that game on Steam? Yes. Okay. Good enough. Moving on. No, it's on Steam Clone Junior.
Steam Clone Junior. That's it. Yeah, that's great.
It's on Power Steam PC Clone Towns. Steam. It's on FM. It's on Steam Towns. You get it.
That's what Valve should do next. They should make a PC called Steam Towns, and it's what it is. It has like the front-facing CD drive from the FM Towns, and well, that's it. That's all they need. They just need to make something with that, and I'll buy it.
Yeah, Steam should make a super ultra low end Steam Towns for $100 that doesn't run anything. Welcome to Steam Towns.
It's just like a fake PC.
Yeah,
just for super enthusiasts.
Yeah. Nothing is compatible with it. It basically will play these games.
Yeah.
That's it. Yes. Oh, imagine if there was like a Steam storefront for just the ancient PC games that are exclusive to Steam Towns. When you buy your Steam Towns, you get a Towns Pass, and you can download Boulder Dash and Manic Miner, and Load Runner, and whatever else, Task Times and Tone Town.
I think I have this figured out almost.
Maybe Commander Keen.
Shit, I screwed it up. Unless... No, I screwed it up. This level's just wizardry. What the hell? I don't mean wizardry the game, but like... This is just chaos. Like,
Whoa.
How do I do this?
Remember, Wizardry 1 is a booter for this machine.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Better snatch that shit up.
Yeah, I don't know where to get that now.
Oh man, I got so far.
We tried so hard and got so far, but in the end it didn't really matter.
It really doesn't matter. Now imagine being a child and just having infinite time to do this.
You would get... Oh man, they'd beat it.
Yeah, you get so far.
You try so hard and get so far, and in the end it all really did matter.
Yeah.
It did matter. Everything matters, all this.
Because then, like, 30 years later, you could tell a kid, like, hey, I beat Boulder Dash 2 on my Tandy. And, like, the Zoom brain will be like, what the hell?
What's a game?
What?
What's what?
What version of Markiplier Fortnite is that?
What's Markiplier? Markiplier Fortnite is a fork of Fortnite that is the Markiplier version that all the Zoomies play in 2030.
It's a fork of Fortnite. It's like
what the
somebody remade Fortnite from scratch and in like an open source engine and put Markiplier in it. The Fortnite source port. Fort source.
Wait, it's Source Night.
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
And there's like a porn mod for it.
Ugh.
Alright, well that was
Boulder
Boulder
2.
Dash 2. Make a porn mod for it.
Yeah.
We could probably do that right now.
Make a source port of this game.
Yeah.
Boulder Dash Source.
We could copy this over and open it in the text editor and make a porn mod of it.
Yeah, you just copy over the 2 kilobytes.
Mm-hmm.
Open it up. But most importantly, how do we write that to an ancient floppy and put it back in? The modded game. How do you do that?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I wonder if people make, like, big floppy drives these days, just for the sake of, like, legacy stuff.
It seems like one of those things you'd have to buy from another hobbyist. Like, the adapter for the controller is homemade. Yeah. I bought that from a hobby guy. Like, he made that himself.
That's what you gotta rely on.
That's what you gotta do these days. You have to do it yourself.
But, like, crazy. Floppy drives are complicated. I don't know if...
Yeah, homemade
like an individual would
homebrew floppy is HomeFlop.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get your new floppy from HomeFlop?
Flopcom.
Yeah, it's this guy with this big beard, and he weighs like 1,000 pounds.
Yeah,
and he's never left his basement.
Yeah,
ever in the last like 10 years, and he runs HomeFlop, and he's the only guy making big floppy drives still.
Mm-hmm. And he streams it every day for 0 viewers.
Yeah. He has a big 3D printer.
Yeah. He he has a live stream where he's a lol cow.
Oh.
And people treat him like a freaking clown, but he doesn't care because it makes him money.
Well, that's HomeFlop.
He's like Terry Davis.
And this is Boulder Dash 2. Yeah. See you later.
See you later.